It's like you've got this responsibility to shoulder and it's tough. Under what circumstances could you do that, at least without bitterness? She's taking care of her sister who is suffering from dementia. And it's really pretty bloody brutal. And she's not that old. And so my sister-in-law is taking care of her sister, and that's hard work. You know, and one of the things that Tammy and I have done, we don't live there, and so the bulk of the burden has fallen on my sister-in-law, who's a wonderful person. And what we tried to do with her and her husband is to say we provided them with some support, morally and financially. And part of that is like, look, you're going to have to take a break now and then. You're going to need a 4-day weekend. You're going to have to go off with your husband. Yes, that would be good, but maybe even joyfully, you know, I mean, that's pushing it, right? But it's not a bad aim if you can do it.
And it gives you, it's like, okay, now you have a plan. So you're not just aimless. Like so many of us are aimless. Yeah. It's like we're like, why do I feel aimless? People ask me that all the time. Like, man, I feel so aimless.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do.
Well,
you know?
Okay, so 2 things happen when you're aimless. Okay, so the first is you get anxious. And the reason you get anxious is because anxiety computes aimlessness. So if you drop someone in the middle of a desert, the reason they're anxious is because it's not because they don't know which way to go. It's because there are way too many places to go, right? Every direction. And that's aimlessness, is like every direction beckons. That's way too complicated. And your brain literally signals that with anxiety. Okay, so aimlessness and anxiety are the same thing, but it's worse. Your brain is set up to produce positive emotion, literally. This is what the positive emotion system does. It computes decrease between you and a goal. So if you have a goal and you see that you've done something that moves you towards it, your brain produces a dopamine hit, and that makes you feel good, and it strengthens the neural circuits that moved you forward. It does both of those. That's reward and reinforcement. And what that means is if you don't have a goal, you have no positive emotion. And when people say, you know, they're aimless, they're partly telling you that they're anxious, but they're also telling you that they have no positive emotion. So then you say, well, what sort of goal should you have? Because that's the next question, right?